Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. You love your cat, right? Of course you do. But what if I told you that some of your smallest, most innocent daily habits are slowly telling your cat to be careful around you instead of feeling safe? After spending over 2 decades working with cats and their families, I've seen the same tiny trust-breaking habits over and over. The good news is, once you see them, they're completely fixable. Let us dive into the habits that might be chipping away at your cat's trust and how to turn them around, starting today. First up, walking past their greetings. When your cat trots to the door, gives you that little leg rub, or raises their tail, they're taking a social risk. It's their way of saying, I choose you. If you just breeze past without a word, day after day, their brain learns that approaching you is a gamble. Trust grows when their approach is rewarded. All it takes is a 2-second head rub or a soft, hey, you, to tell them they were right to seek you out. Next, touching them when their body language screams no. Cats are masters of subtle communication. That flicking tail, those flattening ears, or a stiffening body, those are their polite ways of saying, I've had enough. Many people ignore these early signs and keep petting until the cat has to hiss or swat. This teaches them that their quiet signals don't work, so they learn to jump straight to defense. Trust is built when you respect their small no the first time, not the fifth. Habit number 3 is picking them up just because they're nearby. For a cat, being lifted off the ground means a total loss of control. They can't escape, their balance is gone, and their choice has been taken away. While some cats tolerate it, many are just quietly stressing out. Studies on the cat-human bond show that forced physical contact can actually lower the very hormones that support trust. You want your cat to learn that sitting near you is safe, not that they might get grabbed at any moment. Let them initiate contact, and you'll be surprised how much more often they'll come to you. The fourth trust breaker is using your hands for rough play. Wiggling your fingers in their face or tapping them until they pounce might seem fun, but it blurs a critical line. Your hands should always predict safe, gentle touch, not a surprise attack. Behaviorists often warn that this kind of teasing can create cats that flinch or even bite when a hand moves toward them because hands have become confusing and sometimes scary. Toys are for wild play. Your hands should always be a source of comfort and reliability. Another big one is punishment that seems to come out of nowhere from their perspective. Yelling, clapping loudly, or spraying them with water when they scratch the furniture doesn't teach them right from wrong. It teaches them that you can suddenly become dangerous and unpredictable. Cats don't connect delayed punishment to something they did minutes ago. They just learn that being near you or exploring their environment can get them scared or hurt. This unpredictability is poison to trust. Instead, focus on redirecting them to a scratching post and rewarding them when they use it. That keeps you firmly on their safe list. Next, ignoring their need to hide. When a cat ducks under the bed or squeezes into a closet, they're managing their own stress. They're seeking security. Dragging them out or reaching into their safe space tells them, even when you try to feel safe, I will override you. This can cause some cats to stop showing obvious fear and just shut down or go on the defensive. Trust deepens when you respect their hiding spots as sacred sanctuaries. Just wait for them to come out on their own terms. Then there's inconsistency. One day, you think it's cute when they jump on the counter and film it for social media. The next day, you shout at them for the exact same thing. Research on stress in cats shows that unpredictable human reactions make them more anxious and more likely to avoid contact. From their point of view, you become the unstable element in their world. Sticking to calm, consistent responses teaches them that your reactions are trustworthy. Another subtle habit is calling them over only when something unpleasant is about to happen. If you only use their name right before nail trims, giving medicine, or putting them in the carrier, their name stops meaning come here for love and starts meaning danger is coming. You can fix this easily. Intentionally call their name and follow it with something good, a small treat, a gentle pet, or a fun play session. Their name should feel like a happy invitation, not a trap. We also damage trust when we laugh at or record their fear. Filming your cat slipping on a slick floor or being startled by a cucumber might get views online. But in that moment, your cat is genuinely terrified. They feel the mismatch. I'm scared and my human is entertained. The better response is to comfort them, remove the scary thing, and guide them out of the situation. This shows them you're on their side. Next is treating them like a small dog socially. Marching guests right up to your cat, insisting they hold them, or passing them from lap to lap forces them into interactions they haven't consented to. Feline behavior experts emphasize that cats build trust when they are allowed to approach new people at their own pace. When you protect their boundaries by asking visitors to ignore them at first, you prove that you're their advocate. Even meal times can be a source of stress. Pushing their bowl while they're eating or constantly changing their feeding spot can make them feel insecure. For an animal that is both predator and prey, feeling safe while eating is a huge deal. Calm, predictable feeding routines and a secure location teach them that you are the reliable provider, not a competitor. Grooming and health routines can also be a trust crisis if they're rushed or forced. Wrestling your cat into a carrier or clipping their nails in a hurry turns necessary care into a terrifying event. Cats have long memories for negative handling. Instead, break these tasks into tiny steps, pair each step with high-value treats and praise, and always stop before they panic. This builds a history of you help me through scary things, not you are the scary thing. Another, one is not noticing their pain and just labeling behavior changes as a bad attitude. A cat that suddenly avoids being touched, hides more, or seems grumpy might be in pain. When their signals of discomfort are ignored or scolded, they learn that showing vulnerability around you doesn't bring help. Take these small shifts seriously, get them checked by a vet, and adjust how you handle them. This tells them you are a safe person to be vulnerable with. Finally, your own emotional state matters. Slamming doors, pacing anxiously, or arguing loudly teaches your cat that your presence can be unstable. Cats are highly sensitive to our emotions, and chronic tension in the home can make them more withdrawn or reactive. You don't have to be perfect, but trying to create daily calm rituals together teaches them that being near you is a peaceful experience. If you recognize yourself in some of these habits, don't feel bad. It's not a sign you failed your cat. It's a sign you care enough to learn. Trust isn't built in one grand gesture. It's built in hundreds of tiny moments where you listen, respect their signals, and keep them safe. You can start turning these habits around today. The reward will be that quiet, unspoken "I trust you" that we're all hoping for. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow cat parent. See you in the next video.